All right. So before I get into silver and crude oil today, I just want to quickly acknowledge what happened yesterday. Missiles hit Fujairah right here in the UAE. Schools went online, flights turned around mid-air. I live here and this is not abstract geopolitics for me. Now, the reason this matters for today's analysis is specifically crude oil. Fujairah is the UAE's oil export terminal that bypasses the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, that terminal came under attack, and yet oil is not at 120. It's pulled back from 108 to 103, and it's sitting around 105 as I'm recording this video. That tells me something important about this market that I want to walk you through today. Silver has its own story. Right now, it's at 73.50. The structure on the higher time frame is still bearish, but something is changing on the lower time frames that I want to show you. So today, dollar index first to set the context, then silver full breakdown, then crude oil full breakdown. Everything under 12 minutes. Let's get into it. So let's begin with dollar index. And right now I'm on the daily frame. Now, on the daily frame, as I've explained in my Sunday's video, so it has created a bullish impulsive leg. So dollar index, after creating the bullish impulse, it started rolling down to complete the corrective wave here. So we need to apply fib retracement starting from the lowest of the daily leg to the highest here. So I'll be applying retracement from low to high. So retracement added, and I'm switching to 4-hourly frame. Now on the 4-hourly frame, we got the move down here. So I'm gonna highlight the first leg down. 1 second. Yeah. So I'm gonna highlight the first leg down. Then we got the lower high. Then we got the next move down, and this is again a lower high. Now towards the end, we got the exhaustion in sellers with bullish divergence on the lower lows, and buyers, they made an attempt to create a high here. So basically, they are trying to break the structure. So this rally, starting from the lowest here, it got blocked. 1 second, something is wrong with my tool. Yeah, so this rally, starting from the lowest here, it got blocked exactly on the breakout structure. Now, another drop creates a double bottom here on the dollar index, and now buyers, they are again pushing it higher. So unless we see a break above this leg, so I need to apply retracement only on the last downward leg of the 4-hourly chart. So here we have starting from the highest to the lowest here. So based on the 4-hourly frame, this zone is the support zone for US dollar index, and currently it's trading higher than the support, and the closest resistance band falls in between 78 to 85. So it is exactly in the middle right now. So here we need to see a break above. 1 second. So here we need to see a break above 98.70 in order to get the full confirmation that buyers are in control and US dollar wants to continue higher. Unless we can expect a range bound behavior for US dollar index. Now switching to candles here. So on the candle frame, yes, I can see that on the day chart, similar story here. So we need to see the candle breaking above 98.70 and making an attempt to make 98.7 as the new base and continuation higher. Else, if it breaks below 97.95, then we can expect deeper retest to complete the corrective pattern with a major bullish divergence coming up. And then we can expect a reversal in the bullish direction for dollar index. So right now it is range bound. Now let's move to silver's chart. Now I'll be starting on the monthly frame here, and I'm converting to a line chart. Now on the monthly frame, the structure remains extremely bullish, a sequence of higher highs all across. So this is the swing high. Then the new rally begins here. We get to see high and a higher high sequence, but this is overextended move, and the overextended move ends with exhaustion on the top. But the structure has not changed here. So I'm using the previous swing high, and I'm applying reverse retracement here. Now, when I applied reverse retracement, I get to see the major zones here. So the major zone is in between 78 to 85. This is going to act as long-term support for silver. And the nearest support level. So this is the band in between. So band in between 125 to 138 is the closest support zone. So let's highlight the nearest monthly zone, support zone, with green here. That's it. And we can now switch to weekly frame here. Now, on the weekly frame, yes, the long term structure remains bullish because it has printed the sequence of higher highs. But currently, without any bearish divergence, it has started rolling downwards and it is creating a pattern of lower highs and lower lows. So low and lower low. So definitely on the weekly frame, the histogram also shows bearish momentum and the structure is also bearish. So weekly turns bearish here. Now I'm switching to day chart, and on the day chart, I'm gonna highlight the structure again. So this is the highest on the day chart with a lower high here. Now towards the end, we got the lower low sequence with bullish divergence, which means that sellers were exhausted. So sellers, they pushed the price lower first, then the second leg down with lower low formation, and histogram did not form lower lows, it formed higher lows. So this is bullish divergence, which means the sellers were exhausted. Now in order to reclaim the bullish structure on the daily chart, buyers, they need a closure above 93.92. Now let's move to 4 hourly frame here. Now on the 4 hourly frame, the latest downward move, so this is the latest downward move. So this is high, we get to see new lower high and lower high, and this is the last lower high, and we have low, lower low, and lower low. Again, on the 4 hourly structure, I can see that buyers have broken the falling trend line here. So this is the falling trend line on the bearish structure, which is now taken out, broken. Now here, this is the impulsive move which started at this low point and it reached to the high here. Now I'm going to apply fib retracement and I'll change it to candles here. And on the candle chart, I'm applying retracement from the lowest to the highest. Now we get to see a zone of support between 78 to 85. So 77.75 to 72.16 is the crucial support for silver. And the nearest resistance falls in between 75.52 to 76.06. The fib retracement of 14.6% to 23.6. That's it. And we can remove the retracement now. Now let's switch to hourly chart. Now, even on the hourly chart, I can see that it has created a lower low sequence here. So this low was taken out, but here we got the rounding bottom, and on the hourly frame, the structure is creating higher lows and higher highs, and MACD is printing bullish momentum here. So now we need to apply retracement on this leg, on the latest downward leg of 1 hourly chart. So this gives us the new band here. So we have a higher support formed around 72.88 to 73.31. And I get to see reinforcement of resistance between 78 and 85. So 75.93 is the common resistance level in between, and it get extended towards 76.26. Now in the short run, I'm expecting silver to continue towards 75.93 or maybe 76.26, and then rejection, and then continuation lower. In case if you see an hourly closure above 76.26 with a convincing bullish pattern, then 76 or 75.93 will turn into new support and we will expect the continuation higher. Now for the current week, we need to monitor the levels between 72.88 to 76.26. So higher time frame is definitely bearish, but on the lower time frame, the structure is cautiously bullish. Now I'm switching to 15 minutes here, and on the 15 minutes, we have a major resistance prior to the higher levels. So buyers, they need to cross this barrier. So this is around 50% of this leg, and in terms of price level, this is around 74.41. So we need to trade cautiously. 74.41 may bring sellers back in case if we see continuation towards 75.93 or 76.26. I'm expecting again a downward movement. And in case we get invalidation, we get to see a closure, a convincing closure above 76.26, then it will continue higher and create a new higher high sequence. So in that case, we can expect around 78.15 to 78.78 or 79.90 to 80 as round figure extension level. Now let's move to crude oil. Now on the crude oil, again, I'm switching to monthly frame here and I'm going to apply bullish extension on the monthly chart. So this is the low point, this is the high, and this is higher low. So I'll be connecting all 3 points with a bullish extension here. So bullish extension on the monthly frame is now plotted, and I get to see the extension level at 120 here, exactly at 120. Now let's move to weekly frame. Okay, now before moving to weekly frame, I want to highlight this is the zone which created the downward move, and this is now acting as support. So let's move to weekly here. Now you notice on the weekly chart, we got the bullish impulse in the upward direction from the low of 57. It reached almost 220, then it retraced and it found support at this highlighted area. So the highlighted band support runs from 84.84, so we can round it off to 85 to 91.42, and it has bounced convincingly from this zone, and the histogram is bullish with slight exhaustion. Now I'm switching to day frame here. Now on the day frame, so we got the higher high sequence here, so we can see higher highs, and the higher high sequence comes with bearish divergence which shows exhaustion. So this is bearish divergence, and the structure was taken out, but after breaking the structure, it turned into a false low, false breakout, and we get to see a new bullish impulse here. So this is a V-shaped recovery. Now currently, it is again blocked exactly at the fib zone here. So I'm applying retracement from the top to the low of the current leg, and the fib retracement between 78 to 85. It ranges from 107.27 to 109. So this area is right now acting as local resistance for crude oil. Now let's move to 4-hourly frame. Now if you notice on the 4-hourly frame, we got the false break above this resistance band, and immediately it turns lower, retests this area as resistance, and starts rolling downwards. And on the 4-hourly frame, the current rising trend line is also compromised. So this is the rising trend line on the 4-hourly frame, and the sellers, they have pushed the price lower than the trend line. Now trend line breaks, we get the retest, and it also gets closer to the resistance band here, and it starts rolling downwards. And the histogram has also changed to bearish here. So on the 4-hourly frame, it is again moving lower, but for the corrective pattern. Now I'll be removing the previous retracement, and on the 4-hourly chart, I will apply my new retracement on the current bullish bounce, starting from the lowest to the highest. So now the band between 14.6 to 23.6 is acting as local resistance, and a deeper level support sits in between 78.6 to 85.4, which is the reinforced support zone taken on the higher time frame basis. It falls exactly inside the highlighted yellow box, and in terms of price level, it is 86.43 to 88.5. Now you need to understand that right now oil is highly impacted due to geopolitics, and we can see a sudden reversal based on the geopolitical conditions here. So on the technical basis, it is cautiously moving lower. On the geopolitical basis, there could be some surprises. So you need to trade cautiously with a very tight stop loss and a very small lot size. Now on the hourly frame, again, it looks bearish to me. So it broke the rising trend line. It perfectly retests the rising trend line as resistance, enters into the red box, the zone of resistance, and now I can see that it has started moving lower. Now, what should be the target in case it continues to go downwards? So I need to apply extension on the hourly downward structure here. So now I'm connecting A, B, and C on the hourly chart, and the first target to the downside would be 101.50. In fact, it's a band which ranges between 101.50 to 100.89. In case it continues further down, then the next band falls in between 97.93 to 97.20. So I'm expecting short term downward continuation to 101.50, further down to 98. We need to reassess once it reaches to 98 or maybe 97.5. So this is my plan for silver and crude oil for the current trading week. And tomorrow I'll be back with my midweek gold analysis, and we'll come back on Sunday with the full weekly analysis.